Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more.
Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. I am the big guy, Ryback, and today we have the Ryback Rumble. 30% off Feed Me More Nutrition, guys. Today only until midnight Pacific. We're doing a huge sale the final day of January, plus a free face mask and beanie with your orders, guys, before we enter our February promotion. So grab these with your orders as well. Get it on there. Bam. So all you got to do, it's in the description and the comments, guys, and we're going to do a little health and fitness supplement talk, BS, whatever comes up here for a little bit before I go grab my coffee and get freaking jacked. And so the discount code today, guys, Rumble30 at checkout on feedmemore.com. Discount code Rumble30. And that's good till midnight Pacific, guys. So we're, again, hooking you up with huge deals. Take advantage of them if you've been wanting to stock up on the supplements. You've been wanting to try some of the supplements, guys. Everything is sweetened with stevia as far as our powders. No artificial sweeteners or colors. We don't use any of the aspartame or sucralose. We don't use any of the cancerous food dyes and things of that nature. Guys, everything is top-notch, top shelf, high premium. I say the best supplements on the market, and I truly stand by that. Check them out, guys. We are a cut above the rest. Our prices are 3 to 5 times higher than the majority of the other companies to make the products. We give you more ingredients, and the products actually do what they say. We have great product pages on the individual shop now, or the products section, where you can read about each individual product as well. And if you have any questions, you could always reach out to our support through the website as well. And I'm here. I'm here in person with you guys, or via computer screen. How's everybody doing, guys? Gil, hello. Ottawa, hello. Good to see all of you guys. Day is going well. Ricky Scurvy up early today. You hung over there, Ricky, or you sober? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Man of Steel, good to see you guys. This feels like a Twitch reunion over here, guys. I'm looking forward to getting the podcast. Okay, we're gonna very pog. There's no need to type that much Japanese on the screen. You son of a gun in it. You're going in. I can't. He's from Twitch. Son of a gun. Good to see all of you guys. Doing well. I'm knocking this out, getting our promotion for the day. It's our final day I've just got done with the marketers, and we're preparing all of February's marketing on everything. And so I wanted to with the Rumble today. These kind of gimmicks always work really well. 30-man Royal Rumble, 30% off the Ryback Rumble here for Feed Me More Nutrition. And so just closing the month out strong. We've had a very solid month, better than December. Even in December, typically November was fantastic last year. But then everything with COVID, people pulled back a little on December. Not horrible still, but we'd had a trajectory of almost a year straight, or about a year straight of record revenue, and which last year was our best year. And so with my marketing team and everything I'm doing, me hustling on this end of thing, running little specials on social media is really, really doing well. And I have no problem because, our marketers are reaching out to new customers. And so I have people that buy the products at regular price, and that continuously grows. So I'm able to, for the people that follow me on social, kind of do more discounts. And it works. So at the end of the day, and you guys save, I'm still making money, right? So it's a win-win for everybody. But I got to go train, get a coffee. I got to do a big back and deadlift workout today. And I have a dry fast. I think I'm going to be starting that tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a big meal in the morning tomorrow, take my wake up unlimited energy, probably have a coffee and probably a gallon of water right after it. Big, huge, just surplus of everything, and then go into my dry fast. I'm not exactly sure where my bench is right now. If I had to guess, if I'm lifting and I got a spotter in there, I think it's safely in the 400s. Where at in the 400s, I don't know. But my lat is there's still some, like I said, the scar tissue. There were some structural issues. The shoulder was completely destroyed, which I don't think, along with the back, which my back's all better now. Like, I have no pain. Everything, I'm as strong as ever. It's getting stronger. And my shoulder, though, my lat completely atrophied, my tricep atrophied, my shoulder atrophied. There was no cartilage left. So everything, the stabilizing muscles all atrophied. The cortisone ate away everything. It was, when they tell you need a shoulder replacement, 2 different doctors, and it was bad. It was like, yeah, this is, and then I just nope, I'm not doing it, and I've figured it out, and like I'm really, really close. It's just a few little things, and I get the stem cells coming up here, bioaccelerator. They're giving me a monster dosage of my shoulder and all the surrounding areas, and it'll be good to go. But I could deal with this, but it still was. I don't take pain stuff, so the pain at night. A lot of people don't understand this. Like, so my entire time wrestling, from my back and shoulder, just in constant pain. Wrestlers are in pain, but the pain I was in was significant. I had 5 discs that had degenerated rapidly. And again, it was connected to the ankle injury, and I've explained all that a million times. Most people are never going to understand it, and I've just learned to accept that. But like the shoulder, I sleeping at night, like I couldn't even. It was just constant pain. It's not comfortable. So, and I'm not in that anymore. So, and I cherish my health now and feeling good because I'm so much happier. And you get used to being in pain and whatnot, but it's not a good feeling, and I don't wish it upon anyone. So, and I'll never go back to that level of pain ever again. If I have anything to say about it, obviously things happen out of your control, but good to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining me. Love you guys too. Hope everyone's having a good day. I will definitely probably. I think I deleted the network off my phones. I think I have it on my tablet. I'll probably throw it on up there. I do enjoy the without a crowd this year. I think it's going to be a lot different, but I will watch a couple of the matches, probably the Rumble and the main event. I don't know. I'll probably watch 3 matches, probably Roman and Kevin Owens, and those guys are fantastic at everything they do. That whole thing, and that's the top thing going on. I will the Men's Royal Rumble and probably the Goldberg Drew match to see how they put that together. I do recall pressing Kane. The funny thing about that is I actually, in the back, before we went out there, we wanted to make sure we could do it. I actually pressed him very easily in the back and like locked out and everything, because Glenn's a huge guy, and I think only one other guy's ever gorilla pressed him, if I'm not mistaken. And but after I did that, he was just like, I had his confidence. But when we did it out there, and obviously when you're wrestling, it all depends on how you get the. A lot of people don't realize this on gorilla presses. There's a skill that goes into this that when you're out there, you have one take, and you don't want to get the guy's nuts because it will twofold for this. One, you don't want to crush the guy's nuts, right? And also, you can't get you got to get a good grip on the thigh just inside of it for the good press. And if you're just off just a little, which it's so easy to do, it can cause for a press that's okay. And then when you get sometimes just a perfect connection, you get a great press. And I've had both out there with people, and it's just when those power moves are a lot goes into them, especially when you're dealing with a guy that's 300 something pounds. But thank you. That was a cool moment. Good to see all of you guys. Again, guys, 30% off today. Discount code Rumble30 on feedmemore.com. Yes, I did. Goldberg came over. This was when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. It was one of my last probably signings I did. The WrestleCon deal, they brought me in last minute because I wasn't going to go. And Hornswoggle at the time, there's somebing, I believe this was when Vader was still alive. He had, I think, some issues. And I was whatever the guy was, wanted to bring someone out. And I'll do it. And I ended up going out there, and it was great. But at the time I was in a lot of pain and hurt, and I was getting to that. I was like, okay, I need to get away from this for a bit. But Bill actually came over. He was there to say hi, I think, to some of the guys, and saw me. He came over and we just said hello. And that was that. Just very simple. I wasn't as big though as I was still big, but I wasn't like I am now. I wish I was my 300 pounds when I'm like, hey, Bill, nice to meet you. No. But yeah, it was good. I've got no issues with them. I remember, I think, early on when I was doing media for WWE, I didn't realize, because see, I wasn't like a big dirt sheet guy or I had that whole, at the time I just literally lived my life and wrestled and didn't realize even social media outside of Twitter, even then I wasn't really using that stuff all that actively. Didn't have Instagram till my last year in WWE, and I didn't realize that people would take things that you say, even if you're speaking as doing interviews as Ryback is very, at the time, in character on a lot of it, but also it's not all in character. So it's like, but it's like, it is what it is. And so, but you speak about yourself confidently, and then people take that and they make headlines out of it. And I think something I said, something about being an athlete or a better athlete than Bill. And obviously I didn't think they were going to take that and turn it into, you know what I mean? It was a sports show, and that's what they did. And then they fed it out. And so then he got, I'm sure, angry over that. And so it was never intended as that, but I don't know if I've talked about it. It's not, but he should think he's better than me, and I should think I'm better than him. That's what it's all about. So, and then we leave it for the regular people to Good to see all of you guys. Any health and fitness questions? Yeah, we got a super chat up here. Tactical Fitness, no more trazodone after getting on GTS. Thank you, brother. You're like a long distance mentor. Your positivity is infectious and encouraging. Team Ryback. Let me see if I could pull that up for you there. There we go. Thank you very much, Tactical Fitness. And I take the GTS religiously myself. And I tell people about an hour before bed. And sometimes it kicks in sooner, and sometimes it's just a gradual. It's not at least in people I've talked to, it doesn't give me that knocked out feeling. It gives me that a natural, I'm getting tired, I need to go lie down feeling. And obviously the longer you wait, it builds up, but it allows me to sleep very, very well. And it's one of the formulas I told you guys on the road, I was taking the Benadryl and NyQuil to go to sleep after chugging coffee and driving. And it was, I go, why am I doing this? This isn't productive to a healthy lifestyle. And it got to a point, I think, when your tolerance builds. I think it sometimes I'm I was doing the chewing tobacco still at the time. It's such a horrible habit. I'm so glad I've been away that was a wrestling thing for sure. and just disgusting. But I would need like a beer or two, take my NyQuil and Benadryl, put a dip in. Like it was like this is to wind down just in a hotel room, just to like get yourself to then go to sleep, to like wake up to do it all over again. And I just know like waking up, I go, this isn't good. And that's why I created the GTS. It was like out of necessity for my own health, and in a product that would really, really work. And it took a little bit of trial and error to get the formula perfected. But like I said, all this stuff is like it's an extension of me. So it makes me happy when people use the products and get results like I've gotten. And it really, really, there's no better feeling to me like with that, like having a business and you in like life's great and I have my goals and obviously, you're in business, you want to make money. But like when you get like things where people say like, no, thank you. Like I'm off my antidepressants or this, I've lost 100 pounds and just listening to your stuff and doing this and taking your fat burner or whatever the case may be. It's a very rewarding because it's a real feeling. In wrestling is great, and people complimenting you on wrestling is great. It's just a different great. This is a little more because wrestling means more to different people also, right? From entertainment. So I understand that. But for me, it's very gratifying when I hear stuff like that. So thank you. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube, guys, but I do see all the comments. Biceps serve no opinion strength wise. I mean, I would argue that, in a situation, you know, that I think being strong everywhere serves a purpose, and you don't want to have weak biceps. Um, if you're pulling, deadlifting, and you're doing an overhand to underhand grip, you obviously want your biceps to be strong. If they're not, there could possibly be a tear. That could be tendon related and things. I think though that all our muscles serve a purpose, and they're all important. There's different movements that your biceps, are included in, where you may not even be thinking about it. Our entire body is important. Like there's nothing that we have that's not important, in my opinion, right? So, now for certain lifts, maybe not, but if you don't got your biceps, you don't got your arms. So that eliminates a lot right there, right? But thank you guys for joining me here today. If you're only 12, that's about the age I started, 11, 12. I started doing a lot of body weight stuff and hand grips and different things. Um, I think learning proper lifting technique, if you are going to start getting involved in actual weight training at a young age, is learning proper form and not being overly concerned about maximum weight. Um, and people have different takes on all of that, but I think you can I started lifting in high school. By freshman year they put me in weight training, and I put on, I mean, my weight jumped. I think there was between that year and then following year I hit like my big growth spurt, and I showed up the next year, and everyone thought I was legit taking steroids, like accusations teachers. And but I actually just, we had a weight training coach and didn't even know what steroids were. That like I already had a peak in my bicep. I just started putting on muscle because I started actually training with weights. Up until that point, it was just body weight stuff. So I think if you can kind of just pace yourself, and when the time is right, start increasing the intensity with the weights once you're ready. UK, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you guys. Yeah, great question, Jack. On the ab, what is your Jack Castro asks? What's your opinion on the ab roller wheels? Have you ever used one or recommend using them? I love them. I got one in my gym out there, and I'll throw it into my ab routine occasionally. Uh, it is actually one of the Bob Backlund was actually huge on this and would do like hundreds of reps. Like Bob Backlund and the stories you had probably the best fitness, just fitness of anybody. And you'd go, well, Bob, and I always thought Bob was in shape, and but Bob was like a health freak, and Bob, you wouldn't look at him. It was an era where all the guys are doing steroids and drugs, and Bob never did that. And I have so much love and respect for Bob. He's one of my. I loved him as a kid, and but he was big on the ab wheel and his core. He had a very strong core. And he may not say, well, he wasn't like ripped to shreds or anything like that. And I don't think he had the best genetics necessarily as far as building muscle or anything like that. But fitness and repetitions and just able to like grind. He may be the all-time greatest. And he was a big proponent of that ab wheel. And I remember that was when I was younger and hearing that, and that's what got me turned on to it. So it's I've always had one since I was younger, and I used to do it a lot more. I still do it though. It's a very very great, I would say, core strengthener, and I cut back on it a little bit with my shoulder, to be honest, because now it doesn't do it like nearly like it did. It's actually pretty sturdy now, but my shoulder would get real bad grinding when it was at its worst. So I didn't do it for probably a few years there. And but I do throw it in. I would say I throw it in every other week, every 3 weeks. I'll do 2 or 3 sets on an ab day with my other stuff. So big proponent of it. I do like it. I do push-ups. I do my push-ups on the Bosu ball. If you've never done Bosu ball push-ups, flip the Bosu ball over with the flat part. Doing squats on those as well is also great for your core, but I like to do it for stability and for my shoulder. Push-ups off the Bosu ball. Outside of that, I do push-ups when I do my burpees too, so once or twice a week. Masad, the gym stuff is he's clearly has an agenda, and I don't care. None of the stuff is true. So he talks bad about everybody. So you know what I'm saying. What do you want me to do? He's blocked on everything. He'll never say any of that in person. I would put my life on the line that he will not have that same energy in person. And let's just what the guy. I genuinely feel bad that is just it is what it is. What do you want me to do? Like he's just blocked. And if you're listening to him, man, then I think you have some big issues if you're listening to him, quite frankly. So that's just my opinion. I think it's trash. Clark Chargers, Todd, good to see you, buddy. Good old Clark. Uh, so this is again what the so no, that is not true about the girl on Reddit. I don't even guys, people use videos of me doing the chips and put me in Zoom videos too. And uh I've heard whatever that is it Omegle or whatever the deal is. People use videos of the Ryback TV stuff. Guys, don't get caught up in all that. I did not stalk a girl on Reddit and and give her my babies. I don't. uh, Good to see all of you guys. Yeah, and the gym stuff, guys. The people that are listening to him are not my people, anyways. So it really doesn't do any. Those people hate everybody, anyways, and that's that little portion of the negative wrestling crowd. They just go around hating everything. That's why I'll never pander to them and never give in. Like it's just those aren't my people. I play to my people, and I just say block them. Just block. You block them, they go away. They really do. It's not a. And you'll think you got all of them, and a few more will pop up. You just block them. Keep doing your thing. I'm so happy in such a good place in life, and it is what it is. Good to see all of you guys. Again, guys, we're doing bro, chill out on asking the questions. We're gonna put you in timeout. The discount code we're doing for today, 30% off until 12 midnight. The Ryback Rumble discount code Rumble30 on feedmemore.com to save 30% today, guys. Free mask, free beanie also with your orders. The Feed Me More Nutrition Hungry logo. These masks are very comfortable, by the way, guys. Great face masks too. If you haven't checked them out, yours free with your orders. Very cool. That was one of my last. If you saw me at the O2 in London, that was my last time being over there. Good to see all of you guys. Hello, hello. The cheat meals is really gone down because I got away from that on Ryback TV, and occasionally one of the vegan meals will be I'll get fries with it or something. I haven't right now. I haven't been able to record videos all week. I got a couple I think in the bank. So for the beginning of this week, my iPhone 11 went out 3 days ago, almost maybe 4 days ago now. And it just quit working. When I woke up, I was like, damn. Luckily, my old iPhone 8 that I got blown into the hot tub when the wind was blowing early last year, that had started working again. So I always kept it charged and just left it. But the sound on it was off, but it works with like Bluetooth and things, and all the other phone functions work. They were lucky. They said they were going to overnight a phone. It didn't. It's not coming until tomorrow, last I checked. But my iPhone 8, the camera doesn't work recording on it, like when I in the sound wise, so I can't do videos right now. It was like, damn, because I use my phone in the car with those, with how I do them. So I'm waiting for that to come in. Good to see all of you guys. You can still order the Heel Gill if you want to order the beanie. You absolutely can order it. You can still add the free one to your cart too if you want multiple. You could add that in the face mask. Hello, everyone. Good to see all of you guys. Happy Sunday. Do we have any other health and fitness questions, guys, for this Ryback Rumble, big, huge discount day here on Ryback TV and Ryback Rules on Twitch? Ricky, have a great day, buddy. Be safe. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing very, very good, guys. Thank you. Man of Steel, yeah, we have a peanut butter protein and chocolate as well. So those will be rolled out, especially once we run out of stock of the wheys. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello. The discount, guys, is 30% with discount code Rumble30 on feedmemore.com. Thank you, CM Puke 101. Very good. Thank you for the compliment on the products. I do sprints. Do I do jogging for exercise? I will actually run. I have an assault treadmill. It's curved and it's badass for sprints. And you don't have to sprint on it, but the harder you run, it's it doesn't run with a like a regular motor, and where the belt, just you are the one responsible for getting it to go. So the harder you run, the faster it goes. It's a beautiful thing for conditioning. I really, really like it. It'll kick your ass. I go hard on it. I think my record I did was like 5 rounds of 8, 20 seconds, as hard as you can. But in that 20 seconds, not every single 20-second round is as hard as I can. There's some where you go all out, and others you go like 75%, and then you go 100, then you go 75, maybe drop it down to 60 for a set, like or round. And then it really is one of the tougher conditioning things. It's used. A lot of fighters use that as well. That the assault bike, the assault runner, though, I'm a big believer in doing just conditioning. Like yesterday was my mace tire strikes for my upper body, where it just completely fatigues your upper body. I don't get blown up doing that nearly as much conditioning wise, because I'm not using my legs like as much as I would on regular conditioning. But what it does is it fatigues your upper body, and it's all just total body training. And then when I do my other conditioning, my arms are in better shape on things, and it all translates for me to eventually going into wrestling, to where you're never tired with what you're doing in the ring. And even if you are, your body's still strong, if that makes sense. Like you never want your legs to give out, because if your legs get fatigued and they turn to jelly, you're done. Learned that very early on in wrestling through Bill DeMott and Chris Benoit. And that's why you do things to keep your muscles in shape with your conditioning. And even if you do get tired, you just never want your body to give out, because then you're like, you can't do anything. So I've always been a big believer and proponent of full body conditioning. But that's how I do my sprints. I'm not mad, buddy. I don't know where there you guys, some of you, let's get you up. I think that's a good. So again, why are you so bad? Because you never made it with WWE. I did, and I achieved a lot of success there, and I chose to leave. And with my injuries, and we've talked about that repeatedly. So again, if you're unhappy with your life and insecure, you'll read dirt sheets, you'll hang around other people not really doing anything with your life. And what you'll do is then try to justify your own anger and insecurities by attacking people that are actually doing great things with their life and have overcome a lot of adversity. So I feel sorry that you're in that state of mind, but I do wish you the best. And we'll block you. Have not moved yet. No, we're everything is. This will take time with everything. I typically exercise for a few hours in total. It depends. Sometimes two, sometimes three. The plant protein, I think we have guys, we've talked about that, and it's on the website. It's a May 1st release or sooner. With all that, we put the orders in, and everything's on a 10 to 12 week production time, with the manufacturer being in California with a lot of the COVID restrictions. And usually lead times were 4 to 6 weeks, and they're a little bit longer now. So thank you very much. Yeah, the people like that, you guys, the hate and negativity from people like that will never ever bother me. It's all people. Not if you click on their profiles, and like usually they'll have no image, or if they do, you understand right away. It just completely never once have seen a successful person that acts like that. So it's all part of the game, and they're not my people. And like people like that, like they'll try to follow you on other platforms. I've had people leave the same negative comments on every platform as they get blocked, and they just get madder and madder. And it's just like, it's not. I love my favorite argument from people is like, oh, you have such thin skin. It's like, not at all. I'm trying to help you too by blocking you, so you don't have to be exposed to something you don't like. But it's also really, really funny to take away. They want to be so hateful and negative, and you take that away from them, and it really bothers them. And it's like, it's a win-win all the way around. And you treat people, you teach them not to disrespect you, because no one's going to disrespect in person, right? and history has shown that throughout my life. So don't. And if you do, there's repercussions. And if you do it online, there's repercussions. You get blocked. Anybody that makes there's a way you just talk to people, and you don't. When I can see that somebody just doesn't get it, I'm just like, you can do your thing. I just don't. You're not going to be seen on my page. So good to see all of you guys. Take the power away with a block. You know it, Kylie. You know it. Jeff, yeah, good question. I was a big proponent of the AST Max OT workout program when I was younger. It actually allowed me to put on a significant amount of muscle, drug free. They advocate a 4 to 6 rep range, 6 to 9 sets per body group, per body part once a week, and you'll sometimes feel like you're not doing nearly enough. It provides that. There's some solid research showing that rep range and not overtraining, especially to a lot of people don't realize that oftentimes the people that are doing these mega huge workouts are also doing mega huge amounts of steroids. Not always with that, and everyone's different on some of this. And I do believe it is independent on your mindset and your nutrition with it as well. But that 6 to 9 sets, it really within the 4 to 6 rep range and really push yourself. You find the weight you could do between 4 to 6 reps. Minimum is 4 and no more than 6. And once you find those weights and then you just make slow progressions, they allow to really, really stimulate some serious muscle growth on that. And I still keep that in my plan. I've always had that, and I got away from it as time, especially getting to wrestling. You adjust on things when you're hurt and beat up. But I really, really, I throw those 4 to 6 reps in on my during my workouts at times, even if it's just for a couple sets on something, because I've always been a big believer in it since I was younger. Happy Sunday to you. I appreciate that. Rye Bizzle. Who dat? Who dat? Thank you. Thank you. Good to see all of you guys. Yeah, great question on this. Ryback is Jolly James 30 asks, Ryback, is it possible to gain muscle without having to follow high protein diets and consuming protein drinks? I do believe protein is important. Some people will say, you need these huge amounts of it. And I used to be one of those people that would do that. And I've found since going vegan and going on nearly 20 weeks that I've cut down my protein consumption significantly. I still consume a lot of protein. And I do believe you need a certain level of protein to build muscle. It's a fact with that. But it will come down to the calories in versus calories out, your diet, what you're putting in your body, how you're lifting. But at the end of the day, to build muscle, you need sufficient calories, and you do need protein in your diet. Protein is still, eating a micronutrient dense diet. With the vegan diet, protein, I still find a way between the majority of my meals. I told you guys to get 60 to 80 grams on that, and it really, and you try to get 4 meals a day still. So. And this is something a lot of people do. Not that. What happens if you eat poorly, junk, but then work out constantly? What happens? So that's a thing a lot of people actually do. It's a personal decision if you want to do that. I don't recommend it because I think what happens is people have very, very poor eating habits and they binge and they'll and I know this because when I was younger, before I knew anything about nutrition, I would do this and I would eat donuts and drumsticks and boxes of cereal. Then I'd go work out and do hours of cardio to try to burn it all off. And my body, I never got fat. So that's better than obviously not working out. But at the same time, I would say it's probably healthier, even if you're not working out, if you eat really healthy. And I do think working out, though, I think it's eating healthy and working out. and you want to minimize how often you do that. You don't want that to be a regular thing. There'll come a point where you're going to want more progress wise. And if you don't, if you truly just, that's your thing, you just want to eat the junk, it's a personal decision. I don't advise it. I think you'll be a lot happier getting away from that stuff and feeding your body nutritious foods. I think you'll see over time it will have a greater impact in a positive way on your life. What's going on, guys? Thoughts on alkaline water? I'm trying to see. There's a company here, Real Water. Hold on. Before I get to that, before this moves. Chuck says my dad is a diabetic. Does any of your products help control sugar levels? So what we do is we don't use everything like our protein and our powders. Typically we have people that message and they are diabetics and they use the product safely. Stevia has been shown to be preferred with people that have diabetes. Everything I always advise to check with your physician on that. But everything we sell, all vegan friendly, the capsules, the powders, and we don't use any of the artificial sweeteners or colors. And the stevia and monk fruit have been shown to be diabetic friendly. I still advise so, just to be safe, because I am not a doctor. Pea protein is a complete protein, and that's why you see that's our I So Hungry plant powered protein. It uses primarily pea and a little bit of rice just for the texture and the flavor. And it is a complete protein, and we have all the amino acids listed on there, and they're on the website as well. On that, I think this is gonna take over as the top plant protein. And I just now got to get the other flavors out with it, and it tastes like a whey protein shake, which I've not had one plant protein that has the consistency of whey that's not of whey and that isn't thick like all these other plant proteins. They're just overly thick, and so I'm excited to get this out. I just want to show so everybody can see people like this, and like people like this. If you see he's leaving like multiple comments, there's typically, we'll just go ahead and block just so he doesn't even need to hear it. They have a mental disease, and there's a strong portion of them online, and that's why they all are kind of similar in what they do, and they spread hate and negativity. And the best way to describe this, and this is just the world that we live in, guys, those kids that we grew up with in school that sniffed glue, they've reproduced massively. All right. Multiple kids. I know doctors here that have said the meth heads are having 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. They're just popping them out left and right. We are living in a world now where the meth heads' little babies are grown up, having their own babies, and their thought process is running rampant on social media. This is a fact. This is a real thing, and the standards have been lowered. It is what it is. You just block them. And they get together and they think they can link up. They're like gremlins, and then they jump in the water and they multiply. There's it is what it is. The majority, there's so many good wrestling fans out there that are like Gizmo. They're just love wrestling. They love entertainment. They're just good people. And then you got the meth head babies running around out there, guys. You just block them. And that's where you can see they get like the comments, and they can't spell usually. I mean, even remotely close to anything good. And they lie, and they take things out of context. It's all the same pattern. They're cut from the same cloth, and we just block them like we did. But if you want to follow them and join them on Reddit or wherever they hang out, Jim Cornette's podcast, or listening to Mark Henry, go join them, and you guys will. I wish you the best. I don't know how else to tell you guys. If you can't tell somebody with common sense and just like how they talk, then maybe I'm not for you. Protein. How much protein should you take daily? It depends on your body weight and goals. I think there's so many different. You'll hear the high end 2.2 pounds per kilogram of body weight, or pound of body weight, 1 to 2 grams per pound of body weight. I think you got to just I think you have to try various things within your calorie range and not look at just what someone recommends, because we're all different in a sense. I will think you'll see that you don't need as much protein as what they advise. And I think a lot of that had come out to help push the supplement industry at a time, and the meat industry and chicken and dairy, that if people think they need all this protein to be healthy, where are they going to get it from? The industry that's pumping out these fake numbers. So you got to, there's a lot that goes into that. And I could just tell you, I've not lost an ounce of muscle since going vegan and switching in my protein and a much more diverse diet. I've never felt better. So thank you very much. The Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner and the Big Guy testosterone boosters, they they they're life changers, especially if you need them. I stand behind everything. Okay, this is a very deep question, but I'm going to read it. Who dat is? Question for you, Rybiz, kind of off topic. I just popped because he called me Rybiz. How do you go about finding your center spirituality? I can't say the word. And energy wise, when life is bombarding you with an overabundance of frequencies, meditation, a certain life mantra you've learned over the years, or something else. Thanks, brother. I think you got to quiet yourself, and getting away from all the noise, the TV, the cell phones, and wherever that is, and whether that's going for a long hike without all of that, or going for a walk, just clearing your head and getting away from all the noise and whatever's causing it. And I think only you could answer that. But I think getting away and maybe spending time around good people, having good conversations, can really, really be very powerful in shifting you. Oh, she's back again. We got to block her again. You just gotta take time for yourself. But I was saying the conversations could be a really, really powerful thing of being around real people. And I think in this day and age, a lot of people are isolated, especially this last year, more so than ever. And with social media and everything on the phones, I think striving to have us at least, there's no magic number, but some real relationships in your life, I think, are very powerful. It could work wonders. Again, guys, we're doing 30% off today. The Ryback Rumble discount code Rumble30 on feedmemore.com. That ends at midnight Pacific. It'll be in the description and the comments. I am a big fan of the fasting diets, as long as you get all your calories in prior and you don't allow it to cause any eating disorders. Oftentimes people will start getting food scared, and I think you have to be very careful of that. But fasting is. Hold on, we're going to show this. That guy's. I feel bad for that guy. We're not even gonna. He's on another thing. How are you maintaining yourself after eating so much junk food? I don't. I don't eat so much junk food, so I don't know how to answer that. Thank you very much for reading the book. It is greatly appreciated. Tilly, the only idiot here is you, my friend, and I'm sorry that you have so much anger, and you wouldn't have that energy in person, so probably shouldn't have it on here. And you could tell yourself all the lies that you want, but it's not going to stop what we're doing. And I look forward to occupying space in your bedroom with my poster and my action figures when I'm back. I know you'll be my biggest fan, and the fact, Tilly, that you follow me here yet hating me so much tells me I'm doing everything right. Feed me more of that energy, Tilly. Write a few more paragraphs. Tilly, you don't know anything about my chances. So keep on spouting your garbage. You're losing in life, my friend. You're literally losing in life. And you're going to continue to lose. If you would just take what I say and apply that to your mindset, you could be a better person. Oh, we got another super chat. Ryback, can you shout out good luck, Diane, on your spicy chicken nugget challenge? Well, considering that challenge was many months ago, that would be very difficult to do. But shout out, Diane. Harris Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner works amazing, especially with, like I said, when you do the work with a good diet. The ingredients that we use with the carnitine, the acai berry, the cool cayenne, Asian ginseng, the two of my favorite ingredients of that, the matcha green tea and the green coffee bean. I remember when those were the first two things I started stacking in my 20s, and I go, whoa, this works really good. And it is really, we give you a lot of value in that fat burner. And it even not taking it, you can take it at a lower dosage and it works. But if you take it at the maximum dosage, it really, I mean, it's solid, man, really solid. And I'll never say don't have a bad eating habits with it or anything like that. Try to really be on point, and you will see it definitely enhances your results. Tilly, you got to please just go away, buddy. There's literally, you have no idea what's going on, and you're believing false narratives and things. Tilly, just go and let me continue to live my life and do the work. And I have my contacts and I know my people, and I'm going to continue to be successful and thrive and stay hungry in everything that I do in life. You continue to occupy your time worrying about what I'm doing, reading false articles and listening to people's with agendas as I continue to win, my friend. And it's okay. We'll see where everything pans out in the next 10 years. Deal? Deal. Have a good one. Tell your parents I said thank you for reproducing. Let's see. Hello. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Hello. Thank you, Brian. The vegan protein is going to compare it's going to be very similar. The amino acid profile on that, and that is up on the website right now as well. And you can see that information up there. Thank you. The Ryback TV videos are just a way to do a little entertainment, and again, great for marketing and with having a sales funnel through YouTube and allowing people to see my personality and just it's act and react. Entertainment and inspiration is all that it is, and it's just we all eat food. It's just finding a way to take something, put a little effort into it, and put it out. And I have a good time doing it. We have worldwide shipping. $34.99 worldwide shipping, $19.99 shipping to Canada. Bulking on a vegan diet is just, once again, it comes down to consuming adequate calories, keeping your micronutrients in there and not going crazy. There's a lot of foods you can eat. I easily can make vegan meals well over 1,000 calories. So easily. And it can increase that much more if I want to put other things in there. So it's not overly difficult. Thank you very much, guys. Good to see all of you. Shipping to the UK is $34.99 because it's really expensive to ship to the UK. And that's actually, we take a loss on all that. we eat the cost for you guys, and that's just so more people will order it. We have very, very fair international rates with that. Again, just so people can see like the mindset of people like Tilly, and they constantly will just keep repeating and saying things over and over, just very, very sporadic. And it's usually the mindset of somebody that is not doing well in life. So I apologize, Tilly, that whatever your situation is and with your mother and father or whoever raised you, but I ask that you just please just go away and allow us just to continue to do our thing here, because you're not welcome here. Hello, hello. I just spoke to Wade Barrett yesterday, to Stu. We were texting and voice messaging yesterday. I talked to him. He's one of the people I talk to fairly regularly. I love the guy. He's just a great, great guy. Tilly, post your job and your net worth, and then we'll all decide if I'm going to listen to your advice here on the channel. Oh, we need to get, I'm going to have to get mods in here. Tilly control. Good to see all of you guys. Hello, hello. Again, guys, we're doing 30% off today. We're approaching an hour. Geez. Use discount code Rumble30 on feedmemore.com until midnight Pacific tonight. You get a free Feed Me More Nutrition face mask and beanie, guys, with your orders. So check that out and save 30% here. It's our final day with this the free promotion with these two items before our February promotion and marketing kicks in with everything tomorrow. So thank you guys as always. We'll always be doing different things and random little hookup deals with all of this. I appreciate your guys' time, except for Tilly. Tilly, I don't appreciate anything about you. And, have a good one, guys. Let's go. We got to get a lot of work done. Feed me more.